occurred to me, and that he's entering the Army, and this is the military family. So, how does that play into his decision? How are the reactions of the parents changed because they have lived a military life?
Like, why would his dad say, I don't think you should do that?
Dynamic of it, of just, rather than just having like a family where, you know, the son decides going to the military, but being in a military family, you'd think that they would be a little more excited about it, and the mother seems to be like, oh.
Well, that actually makes me think of a book I read over the summer for my adolescent lit class, and also just from personal experience, the idea, like, I lived through, it's just because you come from a military family doesn't mean that they enjoy the military lifestyle, and it's like, I know how hard that was. I don't want you to have to go through it. You have no idea how hard.
Right, like, how does it...
On the flip side, kind of going off of this, I wonder if they just don't think he can handle it.
Yeah. Or like, I mean, my uncle was in the military, and my oldest cousin, like, that was just kind of like, he did it to make his parents proud and everything, and they had, I mean, a good experience with it, but it was kind of like expected that he would join the Air Force.
I wonder what his feelings are towards his dad, because he has a lot of hostility towards his mom, but his dad is the one who went in the military, but he doesn't seem like he's listening to his dad.
He also seemed really angry. I mean, I don't know if it was just anger because they weren't listening to him, but the expression of I'm going into the Army was not joyous or proud. It was really angry.
I wonder how much of an age difference there are between the two kids. If maybe the youngest one's kind of like the start over kind of kid. Like sometimes there's like the family's two groups, like the first one, and then we want more kids.
It made me think of favoritism between children.
Yeah.
Absolutely exists.
It makes me wonder what the dad is doing in the scene, because like all we see right now is the mom like being super encouraging of Christabel, so like it makes me think that maybe like the dad is off in a corner reading the paper or something, just kind of being ambivalent towards it all, and then
The idea that we had was that the father is very like pan-faced, like he doesn't really have very much emotion, and it was because of the military and this idea that he doesn't want his son to join, and he's only joining the military to make his dad proud and to get acceptance into the family, and his dad actually doesn't want him to. And so I feel like that would be a really dynamic thing, that now he thinks his father isn't proud of him, but all this time his dad has been proud of him. He just doesn't say it. You know, like it's always nice to hear your parents say, I'm proud of you. And maybe he doesn't get that, and the dad just doesn't do that. Because the mom doesn't let him have any words at all.
Well, and how much
that kind of makes me think that like the mom is somewhat overcompensating for the fact that the dad doesn't say anything, so she feels like, well, he's not going to say anything, I'm going to be super enthusiastic.
Exactly.
It just occurred to me that it feels like the father is absent in these entries, but it makes me wonder if maybe he is. Like maybe he's gone 8 months out of the year. Maybe he's gone for 2 years at a time. So the reason we feel his absence is because he's not physically there, because he is off serving the country.
Yeah, and it's not that their relationship is the mother and father's relationship is messed up in any way. It's
Right.
just,
I feel like all the dads and all that things you're working on are jerks, and
the way that you've been playing the mom too, at least in my opinion, has been very overbearing, and that's why I played it angry, because it's like we felt that the women are the dominant force in this family, and that the father and the son don't get to say anything. So finally, it's like I gave in. I couldn't do it anymore. I needed to say something because this was important.
I think it's interesting that you're saying like all the fathers are jerks, which obviously like we've seen like Alex and Allison, they're doing the like husband and wife. He's like, you wouldn't say anything about me. But in this one, I thought that even it might even be just because he wasn't there, but like he seemed to be the nicer one of the two of them.
Yeah.
So that was interesting.
I like the idea of Christabel being a piano prodigy.
that was funny.
Who tells jokes?
Like big men.
Yeah, she tells jokes while she plays the piano.
Yeah, right.
I can eat mushrooms.
Excellent.